have you seen any instances of it being like surprisingly good or particularly shit?
Yeah, I've seen both. So there's been times where I've been pulled off of incidents and they've gone like, "Well, we have our own team, so you need to stand down."
Mhm.
On some of those, I've ended up staying on with the client to kind of help them through the process. One of them in particular was like, she was like it was a tiny company. It was just her, and she did like law stuff and real estate, and she didn't really know what she was doing. Like she knew how to do her job. She didn't want to have a huge company, but she did have to have cyber insurance because of the work she did. And
Mm.
yeah, and it was just this like weird scenario where somebody got some like she had a client that she did like she sold them a home, and when they did the wire transfer to wire all the money, they they sent it to like a criminal instead, like a scammer. And so I stayed on with her because they thought she had been hacked, and that maybe like the wire instructions came from her email or something. I don't remember the exact scenario, but cyber insurance was involved. They didn't need to
Mhm.
be, and they said you need to hire our forensics investigator. And she hired them, and she's like, "Oh well, my insurance is covering it, so it's fine. I don't need to pay for this." But they actually said like, "Well, you weren't breached, so now you owe us like $3,000,"
Oh
which
no.
which for a one person shop, that's a lot of money.
Mm.
That's
That's
terrible.
huge.
That's absolutely
Yeah.
terrible, especially when you're not expecting it and you're thinking, "Listen, my premiums are covering this," right? Like, do they hire the forensics person if they know it's out of pocket, right? Like, that's a different calculus potentially.
Right.
Wow.
And so
Yeah.
so she was forced to pay for this, unfortunately. And she's just kind of like an old lady. She's like, I don't know about computers. I know about selling homes though. I know how to do law stuff, you know. Um
It's awful.
Yeah, it was, I mean, it's horrible for her. And they mandated it. They said you need to do forensics. And I told them, like, I was like, I've looked at this. I know she doesn't need to do forensics. Her partner may have been compromised, but it wasn't her.
Mm. Yeah. It's one of those situations, but I mean that specific kind of scenario with the interception of closing
Mm.
documentation, communication, getting in the middle of that. It's basically there's a real estate man in the middle attack, isn't it? At the end of the day, and it's
Well, it's
getting them.
phishing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fishing. It's the sit there, impersonate right in the middle of the process, get that 50, 100,000, $150,000 worth of deposit money and down payment money, and then make off into the sunset, never to be seen again. But it's at the end of the day, it's like it absolutely does not surprise me